Good morning, friends. I'm having to cheer myself up this morning because I woke up with a headache and I have so much I want to do today. It's a free Saturday. But you know how it is when one thing leads to another, leads to another. That seems to be the story of my life lately. So I've been having to sing all morning, and I play it over and over on my phone. One day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking of you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. So I've just been singing that over and over and over, one day at a time. What I didn't get done yesterday, I can do today. What I don't get done today, it can wait till tomorrow. But I'm going to tell you, the new puppy has really set me back because I was expecting something this size, sweet. And what I got was this size. So I was expecting, puppies have accidents in the house, but I was expecting this much of a little TT spot. Instead, I'm getting them like this. And I'm trying so hard to love Buster. And I'm going to tell y'all what he does. He comes running at me like he's going to jump on my chair, but he can't jump yet. So he scrapes me down my leg. And then I start bleeding. And then I pick him up and he bites me on my hands and my arms and I start bleeding. So when I went to get my nails done, I had to tell her I have a new puppy and he scratched my leg all up. So she, I don't know, put some stuff on that before she puts me in the water. And it was very embarrassing, but I'm trying so hard to love Buster. All I can say is praise God, his ears stand up. They just stand up so pretty. So, and he's so shiny. And now he has this nice, thick, wavy hair going down his back. And he has wavy hair on his tail now, too. So, I'm thinking, I don't know what kind of dog he is. I don't know. But Jean says, don't worry. Just love him. And I say, okay. And then I see him go potty on his puppy pad, and I'm so proud. And then the next time he goes to potty, and he's this far from his puppy pad. That's okay. He got close. And so this morning, I wanted to shampoo yesterday, but that didn't happen for me. And I always have these problems. I'm going to shampoo the carpets. I'm going to shampoo the carpet. And I have a new shampooer because I gave Jill and Dustin my old one. Actually, because they brought it and kept forgetting to bring it back. And, I try to shampoo my carpets about once a month. But when you have a new puppy, it's better if you do it every couple of weeks. Kim and Tina will tell me, Mom, the house smells like dogs. And I do not like them to tell me that, but they're so honest when they come in. So I know, okay, I've got a shampoo. Or especially Kim, she'll come in and she said, Mom, I can smell the cat box. So she has a cat box too. So she knows. So, I know, oh my gosh, I should have cleaned the cat box yesterday or 2 days ago. Anyway, when you have people that tell you things, that keeps you on your toes as to what things you need to get done. So far, praise God, no one's come in and told me that the house smells bad. I vacuum every day, and I put down, carpet fresh, and I've kept up with that pretty good. But this is what I was going to say. I kind of got off track. His puppy pad is here, And so yesterday when I turned the light on, because we leave the dining room light on for the birds, because it makes it bright. And when I turned it on, the first thing I see is all these spots which they're TT spots. And they're, you know, all on all four sides of the puppy pad. So Kim tells me, Mom, what I had to do for Jensen is whichever side there's the most pee spots on, then put your second puppy pad right there. So it makes him a little bigger area. So I'm thinking, yay, that's what I'm going to do. That's so easy, right? And eventually, all these little spots where he misses, he will make it. So anyway, I get up this morning, I've got everything clean so far. And then Jean went to pick up the grocery order. So Lex starts looking for his ice cream, special ice cream, Mexican ice cream. And they had substituted the one he ordered for another one. Okay, so I said, no big deal. Papa, run out to the little store and get you some. So now we have 2 boxes of strawberry bar Mexican ice cream, which Papa can eat the strawberry. That's no problem. But he didn't get his. But that's okay, because Papa's going to go get him some. But needless to say, I did not get started on the shampooing of the carpets because I was going to start in the computer room, and then I was going to work my way into this big living area. And this is where it needs it the most. And then I was going to go into my room, and I was going to go, and I figured I could have this big area done by the time he got back. But it just didn't go that way. And Connor said, did you get the Weilers? He likes a special Weilers drink that you pour into your shaker and shake it up. And he's got a shaker. He's got a blue one. Lex has a red one. And Connor uses his all the time. He puts the water in it. He puts some ice. He puts the little packet, and then he shakes it up, and he's good. Lex, he would just rather go and grab a bottle of water because I get lemon water and he loves it. Or he'll grab an orange drink or something. Anyway, I sat down to show Connor what I had ordered because they were out of the Weilers. And I don't know what happened last night. I had not had sleepy time. I was not in a munchy mood. The only thing I can say is I had on a pair of old glasses. In all my new glasses, I ordered a higher strength. And I was too lazy, I guess, to get up and go get the new glasses so I could really see. And when I looked this morning, I thought, what is this? I didn't order this. And Connor's looking. He said, it's Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Ben & Jerry's ice cream. I've never even tasted Ben & Jerry's ice cream. And it was a little quart. And I don't know, I think it was like $4. And I said, I did not order that. And he goes, well, yeah, gee, because you got another Ben & Jerry's right here. So I go get my real glasses that I can see with. I had ordered 2 different quarts of pints. They're not, I don't know if they're quarts or pints. They're pints of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Something to do with chocolate. And I thought, if I was going to have an urge for some kind of ice cream, it would definitely be something with coconut in it. But what the heck is this? I don't know. So when I go up another one, then I've ordered a whole big carton of Bluebell cookie and cream. What happened? And I was telling Gene when he got back, I said, there's a lot of stuff that I did not order. And he said, well, had you had sleepy time? I said, no, I had not had sleepy time. It was early in the night. So I don't know. Lex and I were both looking for ice cream. So maybe somehow something got pushed as we were both looking. Needless to say, he did not get his ice cream that he wanted. And I've got all kinds of ice cream that I hope Kim's going to let me take it down to Levi. Because, guys, I just feel like my weight loss, I'm losing like a pound and a pound. And I wanted, okay, well, here's the thing. If I have to go to the knee doctor, I want it to look like I've had a good weight loss. So I was going to start today going on this really good diet. I mean, I was going to just really watch myself for the next 7 days. And, you don't have to do it for long before it gets to be a habit. So, well, we had to have a pecan pie this morning. Because Saturdays, when he goes picks up the grocery order, we always have a pecan pie. Those little, they used to be 50 cents, now they're 78, thanks to Biden. But he eats 2 and I eat 1, and he has a glass of milk and I have tea with no cows. So that was going to be my breakfast. So I didn't have any breakfast, waiting for my pecan pie. So that starts our morning, and I'm thinking, I better get that ice cream down to Levi really quick, or I'm going to be wanting to taste it. And you know how someone with this eating disorder that evidently I have, because somebody told me I had it. I think 1 bite would lead to 2, and then the next thing you know, it would be so nice to just sit down and have this whole thing of ice cream. So I think it's best for me if I don't even open it. That's what I've decided, and I'm sticking to that. So I'm going to tell y'all what I got. I don't like salad. And Papa put his shorts on yesterday, and he couldn't get them buttoned. So he said, I'm so sorry. Papa said, I'm so disgusted with myself. And I'm thinking, he has this tall glass of milk every night with Fig Newtons. And I'm thinking, I can understand why his pants don't fit tight. And he doesn't have a butt, but now he's got this big belly, so he wears suspenders everywhere, and that's kind of funny. Anyway, I'm thinking he'll say, I'm going to go on a diet, and he will drop 10 pounds where I'm still looking around at, what diet should I go on? So I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't like lettuce. I see no point in eating lettuce at all. So I decided, okay, I'm going to switch my lettuce for bean sprouts. Now, this is what I'm thinking. All right, I read Atkins, and it wants you to do most of your carbs with veggies. So we have this sausage that we love. It's venison sausage, and it has 0 carbs. It has a lot of fat, but you don't have to eat a lot of it. And if you're on keto, you don't necessarily have to watch the fat. Now, I'm not saying that's my opinion. I'm going by the original Atkins diet. So, okay, here's my plan. I'm going to put a tiny bit of butter, a half a can of the bean sprouts, and about a third of a cup, maybe a fourth of a cup of mixed vegetables in with my little tiny chunks of sausage. And I'm going to use salt and pepper and garlic salt and all the stuff that I would normally season with. And I think if I kind of stir fry all of that, it's going to be good. And it's going to make me feel like I had a hot meal. And sometimes to have a nice hot meal, especially when you're trying to keep it low on calories, you think this hot meal is much better than having a salad. I don't know. So anyway, something else that I've been doing that I love tuna. And I would make the whole big can of tuna just with relish, mayo, salt, and pepper. Not a lot of mayo. But I can just sit with a fork and eat that whole can of tuna, or as much until I'm full. And that has it's no carbs. So that's been helping me a lot. But this is what I did. I got the pouches of tuna. And I can put a whole pouch into a bowl. You don't have to season it at all. The ginger sesame is my favorite. I just love it. So you put it in a bowl, but this is what I cheat on a little bit, because I get that loaded baked potato salad at Walmart, and just pop off the lid, and it's got the cheese and everything in it. But I just used like a tablespoon of that, and I mix it with that tuna, and my goodness gracious, guys, it's so good. And you feel like you've really had something good, and you feel like I don't feel deprived. So I've been eating that a whole lot, and that has helped me a lot also. So, and I've tried to cut out my bread. I do not have that peanut butter sandwich in the morning. But I thought, I want to cut out the peanut butter. So I got some strawberry cream cheese spread, which has about half the calories of the peanut butter. And the bread has 9 carbs. So if you have the bread in the morning, when it's your morning, it gives you a little bit of extra carbs for the morning. And I think even if I do it in the toaster and have the cream cheese spread on it, that's still a hot breakfast. That sounded good to me at the time, but then when you start thinking of the 9 carbs. Anyway, this is what I did. I have this book. So I wrote down everything in that book that I can eat and the number of carbs beside it. So now when I find myself going to the fridge and like, oh, what can I eat? I say, no, go over there, open your book and see what you can eat. And then usually I say, oh, wait, I can have this. It's only 7 carbs. Or I can have this. It's only 3 carbs. And I did splurge. On these little protein packs. And my mistake was letting Coda have one day because she loves them. But it's just a little 3-pack. You pull the top off. And in this end, it has little chunks of cheese. And on the other end, it has little chunks of ham. And in the middle, it has almonds. So I can eat that and only have 4 carbs. And it's something that you can just kind of use it for a snack or, have it as your lunch, depending on how hungry you are. So, I've been doing real good, but I wanted to make a special point before I make my appointment for the knee doctor to have a really, really good week. And I think if I could have an extremely good week, then my next week could be extremely good. So anyway, a lot of my shirts are getting too big through the top, and I went ahead and put them in Goodwill. This one's big, but this is my favorite shirt. I'll never get rid of it. It has a toucan on it. I don't care how much it hangs. I just love this shirt. And it's all worn, and it's so soft and all that stuff. So anyway, that's kind of how my diet is going. And I did try coconut milk because it's supposed to lubricate the joints. And it only has 3 carbs in a third of a cup. But it was giving me indigestion really, really bad. Like, not bad, can't stand it, indigestion, but just enough to know, this is going to make. So anyway, back to my regular coffee. Or I have this protein coffee. If you have it cold, it makes really good cold coffee. But if you have it hot, I don't know why, this is silly, it will not mix in hot water. It's made for cold coffee. But if I put it in a larger cup, because you got to have room, to stir, or it forms those little pockets of the of the granules. When you pour them in and start stirring, it'll form those little pockets, and then you're enjoying your coffee, and then you get a taste of that where it didn't dissolve. So anyway, I always put a 1 packet of sweetener in that, and it doesn't have to have any milk in it. So anyway, I'm pretty good on my coffee for the mornings, and everything's going pretty good on my diet. But I'm to the point where, I don't want to lose a pound a week. I would like to lose 4 pounds this week. Or I'm thinking if I really do good, I could lose 5 pounds this week, and that's my goal. So I'm real proud of that. Like last Saturday when we went to the movies, you have to have popcorn when you go to the movies. And at least I didn't put any butter on mine. So when we went to see Bob Marley, I was in heaven. I had that whole thing of popcorn. Usually Gina and I share, but this time it was mine, and I kept it right on my fat tummy, and I was just eating, and I had a frozen Coke. So that was really awesome. But and then the week went good too. But and I found a couple of tricks. But something that sometimes at night I want something so bad. And guys, I love orange slices. And orange slices is the only candy that I can get. And all of the girls like it, and Cashton. So I can just cut the orange slices in half and give them to the girls, and they're completely happy with that. And I don't have to have 3 or 4 different kinds. They won't eat Sour Patch Kids anymore. And I always have suckers, but sometimes I just don't want a sucker. And then I always have fruit snacks. Anyway, I love orange slices. So last week, I've been allowing myself a couple a day. But, you know, sometimes a couple, you think, well, you know, one more is not going to hurt. And anyway, I've got a couple of bad habits that I am trying to work on. I got a couple of boxes of ice. I think they're called icebreakers. They're like mints. But I got one in pina colada. And I got one, I think, in strawberry. So I'm thinking, well, you know, if I decide, oh, I need an orange slice so bad, I'll just pop in one of these mints. You've got 1 carb in that mint, and if you suck on it slowly, then that'll kind of get you to where you're over, or it does for me. Well, I'm not going to say it does for me because I'm just starting that. That was just my bright idea that I would start that. So anyway, that's where my morning is. Everything's done. I've got the shampooer out. Actually, the shampooer's been out for 3 days, just sitting behind my recliner. But I got the shampoo out this morning, and I got the stuff that I'm going to put in it to actually sanitize the floors. Because I feel like, you know, if I can sanitize them too, that's even better for the little girls, you know, because they play everywhere. So anyway, that is what I'm going to do this morning. But I just wanted to share that song, One Day at a Time, because yesterday is gone. What you didn't get done yesterday, you can try to do it today. And guys, you know what? If my day takes me in a different direction, then I'll have tomorrow. And if tomorrow never comes, then someone else is going to have to potty train this dog and shampoo my carpets. So I'm not real worried about it. So Lex and Connor are going to get picked up at 2. And they're going to Incredible Pizza. And then Lester has a surprise for them that they don't know about. So I'm not going to say it now over the video because I don't trust those little ears. Sometimes I feel like, are they listening to everything I say? Because I can't hear them talking anymore. Like, oh, they got quiet so they could hear what I say. But he does have a surprise for them that they know nothing about. So that's going to be really exciting. And then we have a cake that we're going to have tomorrow at our regular Sunday birthdays like we always do. So they're happy with that. So, guys, I've got a lot of stuff to do on my patio. We're going to take down that fence, that really nice fence that Papa built, because I don't want the horse to come into my green yard. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't talk because Lex just came down the stairs and he would have heard anything I was telling y'all. Hi, Lex.
Hi.
See, his voice is changing. I knew it would. So what was I saying? Oh, Papa's going to take the fence down and we're going to move it around and take in half of the of under the deck so the girls can still go and play in their sandbox. Because I forgot I didn't tell you, the pony bit Coda. And Coda was out playing in the sandbox, and the horse kept coming up. And next thing you know, she screamed. And I got up and ran over there, and he had pulled her shirt, but he had bit her. And it hurt bad. She didn't want anything to do with the sand pile anymore. She wanted to go in the house. She wanted in her bed. And she has not asked to go to the sand pile since. So I think that'll be a good idea. I can still have my whole open yard, because when I go out now, I feel closed off. I feel like I'm just closed off. I can't see my green grass. I can't see out in that pasture. And so we're going to open that back up. I think Papa might start working on that Monday when Ben is here. And so then I've got a lot of things that I need to do on my patio, clean up some of that stuff.
A lot of things Papa got to do.
A lot of things Papa has to do. What does Lex have to do? You have to go get me some cow poop in a bucket, so I can use it for fertilize on my plant.
You could just use dirt.
No. Guys, a little old lady told me a long time ago, because I had plants all over my yard, and some of them weren't doing good, especially my roses. And she says, I'm going to tell you how to make those plants grow. And I said, okay, Miss Liddy, what do we do? Her name was Liddy. And she's a sweet lady. And she said, have those boys go gather you up some cow poop and put it in a bucket and let it sit for a couple of days, and it'll make you cow tea. And then you just dip out of your bucket and pour it on your plants. And my roses thrived. But now my big ivy plant, I'm going to turn it over here a little bit. There, can you see? It's not full. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. My ivy plant is not full like it used to be. And all of a sudden I have all these yellow leaves. And so I read about it, and ivy plant, it says the yellow leaves is too much water. But this morning I had some yellow leaves, and it's like dry. And it says if the leaves turn brown and crinkle, that's not enough water. But if they're turning yellow, then that's too much water. So they're just so sparse. But I thought, oh, those need cow poop tea on them. So I wanted the boys to go get me some cow potty.
I'm good.
Okay, in a bucket, but they don't seem to want to do that. So I used to make Buddy go pick up cow poop for cow poop tea. I made Dustin go pick up cow poop for cow poop tea. And now it's Lex's and Connor's turn. And they don't want to do it. And I even said you can use gloves. But this thing is, the cow potty is dry. So you can just touch it with your hands.
It's just grass. It's just grass.
Yeah, Papa said it's just grass. But I can't get them to do that. And I don't want to force them. I can see Lex going home and telling his mom, my G made me pick up cow poop. And I can see her getting a little upset about that, since she's not a country girl. Anyway, she called Lester last Monday and said, oh my gosh, what time did your mom let him go to bed? Because his eyes had bags under him. He looked like he hadn't slept in a week. And I asked Lex yesterday, I said, what time did you go to bed? And he said, I'm sure it was by 10:30. And so I don't know if because I go to bed, he's in here. He's 11, well, he's 12 years old yesterday. But when I said, baby, you need to be in bed by 10:30, and by 10, he's in the bed, he's had a shower, he's in the bed. I can't help when he actually goes to sleep. So I said, well, since if you had a hard time going to sleep or you woke up in the middle of the night, I'm going to give you this Sunday night, I'm going to give you melatonin. He said, no, I hate that stuff. I'm not taking it. And I said, what is it? He said, I don't know, but I'm sure I hate it. So he don't even know what melatonin is. So we tried giving that to Coda and Carly. But you know, some kids' stuff has an opposite effect. And that used to be the way Dustin was. If you gave him something that says may cause drowsiness, he was wound up, just bouncing off the walls. It did not make him tired. It exerted his energy, or whatever that word. So anyway, that's the way the melatonin works on the little girls. So I have a whole, I don't know, gummy bear full jar, half full of it. So Lex is going to have a melatonin Sunday night about 8 o'clock, and that should make him ready for sleep, I'm thinking, surely by 10. Let's see if he goes at 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a full 8 hours sleep. So I wake him at 6. He has 15 minutes to get dressed, and then we go to the car and leave at 6:15. And he eats his breakfast in the car. Before we go out, I rub product in my hands and make him put it all over his curls. And then I have a big, sort of like an afro comb, but he can comb it through his hair when he gets in the car. Although he usually never combs his hair. He just runs his fingers through it and shakes it. But he told me spring break, he's getting a haircut. And I said, is Mom going to take you, or you want me to take you? And he said, I don't know. I hadn't decided yet. And I said, well, what you need to think is before, first of all, he needs to go to a man. I think men do such a better job on a boy's haircut. So he needs to use a man. Also, he needs a picture of what he wants rather than just going in and showing him. And he showed me a lot of pictures, and I think he wants something kind of like the not so much Patrick Mahomes, because you know he's got the curly hair, but I think he does want it shaved on the sides. I don't know. I'm gonna wait for him to show me a picture, and I haven't looked at his papers yet, so I don't know if we have him spring break or Maria does. But I asked him if he's here, does he want to do something? And he said, like what? And I said, well, you enjoyed it when we went to the caverns that time. And he said, yeah. And so he said, give me some more choices. And I'm thinking, well, I hadn't really thought of anything. Ben and I want to go to Missouri and go on the Titanic. But since the Titanic's really not his age, he was never into the movie like some of the kids were when it first came out. So he might not have any idea of what the Titanic's all about. So anyway, we don't know. And he doesn't really like to go somewhere for more than one night at a time. So I don't know if we'll go anywhere on spring break or not. The bad thing about spring break is he doesn't have spring break at the same time Splendora does. So that makes it a little hard because I have kids and I have Coda, and I don't think Coda could stay with Papa all day. I don't think Papa could do it all day. Anyway, that spring break's kind of up in the air. But I am going to go now. Oh my gosh, it's been another 33 minutes. I don't know how I start talking about nothing and end up talking for 33 minutes. I'm thinking maybe I should go have a bite of that ice cream before I really get started shampooing the carpets, because that could be like a boost of energy or something. You never know. If you don't try it, you'll never know. But I don't know. That's up in the air too. All right, guys, I am going to go. I love you so much. I thank you all for putting up with me. While my floors are drying, my plan is to answer some of your comments. Some of them I answered. Some of them I haven't gotten to yet. I'm really bad about that and about not answering all of my comments. or even half of them, because I get, guys, I get lazy. I get lazy. And I'm going to tell you what, I love TV. I can sit in my chair and watch movies all day long. I don't know where I get those from. A lot of people can't watch movies, but I can watch them hour after hour. And I love it now that we don't have to watch commercials during movies. Although if we do find something that we really want to see and it has a commercial, it's like the old days. During commercial, you get up and you work real fast and you come back and sit down right in time for the movie to start again. So, I don't know. I'm going to start my carpets, and then I have to, without a doubt, get this one room done. And I think once that Buster, the teacup, that's what I'm going to call him, Buster the teacup. I think after I get everything shampooed, he will not be able to smell where he's TT before, so he will make it on his pad every time. So that's what I'm hoping. So guys, I love you all. Thank you for sitting with me and talking. I'm just going to call it nonsense. And hey, I maybe did give you some good tips on diets, on things that you could try, or things that might curb your hunger, like those. You might have a mint instead of an orange slice. There's a lot of difference in calories and carbs on that. And anyway, try that packaged tuna. It is awesome. I don't eat it with anything. Just roll it into a bowl and have a glass of tea, and it is a good lunch. And tuna's very good for you. Okay, I promise I am going to go now. I love you guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Get out in the sunshine and talk to God. Bye, guys.